En Conéctate con la Estrella.
Our cultural heritage is a mixture of native Aborigines, African Black descendants, and Europeans. Welcome, new generation leaders, to this new lesson, Panamanian Cultural Heritage. This is your teacher, Mrs. Ayala. Yeah, we are in November, so we are going to explore about some handicraft, folkloric music traditions, and traditional food of our different ethnic groups. Let's start by talking about this lesson. This is divided in two parts. The first part is on November 12th, and next part is on November 19th. So now let's see the objective for this lesson. To point out the importance of Panamanian cultural heritage and to value the traditions of different regions of Panama, applying the grammar structure given. Now let's see, what do you know? Okay, you have to show your knowledge about our Panamanian cultural heritage. Let's select the best response. Are you ready, guys? Okay, number one is you have to drag some Panamanian handicraft. We have cars, chacaras, molas, nahuas, perfume. So, chacaras is one, correct. What else? Molas. And the last one, nahuas, correct. Let's continue. Now you have to name traditional dances. We have tamborito, orolanca, merengue, cumbia, congos. Tamborito is one, correct. Cumbia and congos, very good. Okay, let's continue. Which Panamanian music do you remember? Cumbia montañera, tamborito, blues, vallenato, el trapichito. Yeah, cumbia montañera, tamborito is another one, and el trapichito, very good. Let's select three Panamanian traditional foods: sancocho, Napolitan pizza, rice with chicken, guacamole, shrimp ceviche. Sancocho, that's one. Rice and chicken, that's correct. And shrimp ceviche. We have corvinas ceviches too. Okay, good job. Congratulations. You have to remember this secret number, okay? This is number 7. Now let's pay attention to these words or terms related to our heritage. Tradition. Traditions are some poems, stories, religion, customs, salomas, and drumming. These are examples of tradition transmitted down from generation to generation in our country. Mask. This is something that covers all or part of the face and is worn as a costume or to amuse or frighten others. Mask, remember. Heritage. Heritage are valued objects and qualities such as historic buildings and cultural tradition that has been passed down from previous generations. Folk dress. We have. Okay, la pollera is the women's traditional handmade dress. El montuno, straw hat, the diablicos mask, and Congo's dress are exuberant examples of our country's dress. Okay? Okay, now we have heritage. Okay, folk music. Okay, it's a popular music that combines Indian and European influences as well as African black rhythms. Sandoval's brother, Ulpiano Vergara, Nenito, Osvaldo Ayala, and others are examples of folk music singers. We have traditional food cuisine. These are Panamanian cuisine influenced by Colombian, American, and Caribbean cultures. We have the arroz with chicken, arroz con pollo, and sancocho are two of our most popular dishes. Handicraft are wood carving of animals or elements of nature, rituals and ceremonies, masks, and pottery representing church items, garden ornaments, and so on. We have generations. These all of the people who were born and lived around the same time and considered as a group. Wood carving is the process of cutting into the surface of the wood to create a decorative shape or pattern. Decorative. So now, guys, it's time to listen to a reading. Pay attention to this reading about our ethnic groups in our country. Pay attention. What do you know about our cultural heritage? The country of Panama is made up of various ethnic groups. This cultural diversity is reflected in our traditions, customs, music, and even cuisine. When it comes to music, there are various versions from Colón to Bocas del Toro provinces, populated by Black African descendants. The beaten drum with the congas rhythm can be found in Colón as a resemblance of the slavery period. In Bocas del Toro, the male pole dance is performed with a strong Spanish influence. In Panama, native and European cultures came together to form a country completely unique. The traditions and customs demonstrate how these two cultures merged to form a new culture. Traditional products such as wood carving, pottery, folk dress for women and men, as well as ornaments for gardens and houses, represent the ethnic diversity. Panamanian cuisine varies by region, but you can find a local version of our dishes, such as arroz con pollo or sancocho, throughout the country. A trip to the interior will also allow you to taste our traditional cuisine, such as fried pork, lechona, carimañolas, bollos, chicheme, and so on. Okay, now let's see your knowledge. Let's mention one of your favorite traditional dishes. Tell me, Susan. Rice with chicken. Darío? Tamales. Okay, what is one of the favorite food of your region? Tell me, Jose. Guacho en Totuma. Where is that from? El Cristo agua dulce. What are some of the handicraft produced in your province? Tell me, Josefina. Molas. Correct. This is from San Blas, right? And the last one. What is one of our traditional male and female attires? Montuno. Correct. This is for and pollera. That's correct. Okay, now let's go deep into our native groups. Pay attention to the Naso-Terribes or Beriberi.
The Naso tribe is one of the few Native American indigenous groups to have a monarchy. The population of the Beriberi barely surpasses 2,500 people. Both cultures inhabit Bocas del Toro province and live in the coastal zone of the river Toribe Changuinola, San Joaquin and Zixaola in the extreme northwest of the country.
Yes, guys. As I mentioned in the video, they are located in the western region of the province of Bocas del Toro. And the Terribes, or Nasos, group mainly dark borders of the river that takes its name, the Terribes River. If we talk about their artistic expressions, it's varied. They have dances like the bird dance or the dance of the tiger, among others. And regarding to their handicraft, or they create baskets of different sizes, hammocks, elaborated with mahagua, and some wood carving made with laurel, cedar, and pisbike as trays, body of drum, and mainly canoes, in which they are excellent carvers. And what about the Beriberi? This is a small indigenous group located in the border of Costa Rica, close to the river Joaquin or Zixaola in Bocas del Toro. And their nutritional practice consists of bananas, ñame, bananas tree. They are dedicated to fishing and hunting. And their custom and tradition, they are similar to the Terribes, although they maintain its language by breed. Now pay attention to the next group. They are the Embera-Wunan. Pay attention.
Embera-Wunan. They are located in the comarca Embera-Wunan in Darién. This group is famous for their body painting patterns made with jawa. The Embera are also famous for their style of dress. The women often go topless and wear brightly colored and patterned skirts called perumas. The men may wear nothing but a long loincloth, although modern men are more likely to wear pants or shorts and no shirt, saving the clothes for ceremonies.
Yes, guys. The Darién National Park is inhabited by the Embera, the Gunan or Chocos, that live in community where they conserve their ancestral hunting. For example, fishing. The Embera is a group well known as Chocos, Their clothes, habits, and customs are the same one. For that reason, they are only differentiated through their languages that are totally different. The Emberá speaks Embara, and the Hunan, they speak another language. They have colorful clothes that consist of a skirt and with printed style, and the naked torso of the women. Men use taparrabo and women parumas. They use corporal and face painting. The Emberá, they wear this kind of necklace made with chaquira and with silver coins, and they use also silver bracelets, and they also adorn their hair with natural papos. They elaborate fine wood baskets of high quality. Also, they have the tawa, that is an instrument that is inspired by the flora and fauna that surround them. Now, let's see this activity related to the group that we already mentioned. Ready? Okay, about the nasoteribes. Okay, let me look for, wait. Okay, San Blas, no. Monarchy, they are the only one that have a monarchy. What about by Brie? They use spicy food, no. Molas, neither. Pollera. There are less than 2,500 people. That's correct. Now, en Veraunan, let's see, Congo's dress, no. Nahuas, pollera, no. Nahuas was the answer. Nahuas, paruma. Paruma, sorry, yeah. So look at the number of this mission is 9. You have to remember this number. Now let's pay attention to the Afro-descendant groups. Pay attention to the video.
There are also the Afro-descendant group. The Afro-descendant people live in Colón, Bocas del Toro, Darién, and Panama. Some of them speak English and Spanish. They love to eat spicy food. Afro-descendant women like to wear jewelry. Some of our groups love to dance Congo and reggae. We all celebrate the Black ethnicity heritage.
Yeah, we celebrated this every year. So now, pay attention to the video about Mestizos. Okay, guys, now pay attention to this group about the Mestizos.
We have a group of Mestizos. They are Panamanian people who are a mix of both European and indigenous ancestry. Mestizos are the majority in Panama, and their dishes include sancocho, rice and chicken, etc. The beautiful pollera is the typical dress for women, and the different festivals are distinctive in their culture.
Okay, pay attention to the next video about Mestizos.
Pueblito
Now pay attention to the gunas.
The gunas. The gunas are located in the comarca Gunayala, Huargandí, and Madugandí. The gunas are famously photogenic, as their customary dress includes brightly colored molas, blouses, and skirts, and beaded anklets wrap up about halfway to their knees.
Wonderful, right? So, in our country, we have other groups. Pay attention.
We also have people from other nationalities born in our country. For example, we have the Chinese group. They celebrate the Chinese New Year, and also they have an ethnic Chinese Day. Another community is the Jews. Most of the Jews live in Panama City, but there are also communities in Colón, David, and at the Canal Zone. They celebrate Rosh Hashanah among other celebrations. We also have Spanish, British, Japanese, Korean, Chilean, Venezuelan, Dominican, Argentinians, Canadian, Brazilian people, etc. For such a small country, Panama has an incredible diverse population where indigenous and European cultures combine to create a country without equal.
That's right. We have a country without equal. Now, let's develop this quiz. It is related to the previous videos. Are you ready? Okay. They are Panamanian people who are mixed of indigenous and European ancestry. Afro-descendant, gunas, or mestizos? Yeah, the third option, mestizos. They love to dance Congo and reggae. Afro-descendants, bribery, or gunas? Afro-descendants, that's right. People from other nationality born in our country are foreign-born, other culture, Novebugles, or Nasoteribes. Foreign-born or other culture, correct. They wear beads that wrap their ankles up to the middle of their knees. Novebugle, gunas, or embera una? Gunas, correct. They love spicy food. Mestizos, gunas, or Afro-descendants? Afro-descendants, correct. Congratulations, guys. And look at the number. It's number 1. So we have been talking about different groups of our country, but I want to open a parenthesis to talk a little bit more about Novebugles. The Noves are the most numerous indigenous group in Panama. They are also known by the name of Guaymis and are closely affiliated to a small group known as the Bugle. The Novebugles traditionally lived in the western province of Bocas del Toro, Veraguas, and Chiriquí. However, many Guaymis or Novebugles have migrated to other parts of Panama in search of employment. The comarca Novebugle is approximately 2,500 square miles. And let's talk a little bit about the government. The Noves, they have official administrative authorities and traditional authorities. The administrative authorities include a governor and vice governor, mayors for each of the 7 districts. Let's mention the district. Besico, Hirondai, Canquintú, Busapín, Mirono, Guñá, Nole, Duima, Ñurum, Santa Catalina, or Calobébora. And they are elected by the people. And the traditional authorities include a Congress, which is led by a general congressional president, and 3 regional presidents. They have Kadriri, Nedriri, and some other. Do you know that they practice an extreme sport? This is called Balseria, and it is a traditional sport, and it's a 4-day event. Let me explain a little bit about this sport. 2 players take turns throwing a food, balsa stick, on the legs of the opponent, and it is a strike under their knees until they are unable to continue. So the opponents gather to decide how many sticks they will throw. 10 is a few, 40 is a lot, and 20 is like the average amount. So matches are started by challenge and request, and there is no tournament structure. This is very interesting. Now, let's talk a little bit about this wonderful dress. This is called nahuas. These dresses are usually adorned with geometric patterns here on the necklines and also at the bottom of the skirt. The classic geometric patterns are called dientes, and it says to represent mountains or animal teeth or the ripples of the rivers or dragon scales. Men, they use color with polyester blend shirts and polyester trousers. Some men wear farmer hats, but most wear baseball caps, adopted from urban residents. For most of the year, both genders, they wear rubber boots to move around due to the heavy rainfall and the lack of infrastructure in the comarca. I want to say thank you to Felicia Santos for lending me this wonderful dress today. Thank you, Felicita. Okay, now it's time to practice grammar. Do you see this paragraph? Can you see the mistakes here? Let's underline the mistakes. And then we are going to analyze the rules for this type of mistakes. Okay. Embera is one, correct. Wunan. What else? Although is another mistake, right? What else? They. What else? What else? Darien. That's another mistake here. Colombia. Exactly, guys. So we are gonna review the rule for capitalization. Okay, let's review. How much do you know? The first word of a sentence begins with capital letter. Look at the example. Although they are lumped together into one group these days. Also, the names of the date of the week and of the months of the year are written with a capital letter. As you can see, next Friday, November 19, is our next TV class. Number three, the names of languages are written with a capital letter. And words that are related to a particular place must be written with a capital letter. For example, American, European, Panamanian, these are nationality. I'm studying English. The other rule is proper names, proper nouns. They should have capital letters. But make sure that you won't capitalize those words that must be common nouns, and you can. Normally, these are names of professions like doctor, manager, etc. Look, the Novebugles and the Embera Woodnam. These are proper nouns. The fifth rule is the name of magazine, newspaper, books, or piece of music. They should be capitalized. Remember that whenever you have a conjunction or article in the title, this should not be capitalized. Look at this example of a book, The Ethnic Groups and Their Heritage in Panama. You have to capitalize titles before a person's name. For example, Dr. Donderis, Mrs. Ayala. There are some exceptions. For example, I went to see the doctor today, but I couldn't see my doctor. That's wrong, right? Instead, they sent me to see Dr. Aversa. So in this example, only this sentence is using the doctor correctly. Why? Because this is the title of this person, right? So you must capitalize it. And there are some others, for example, that is commonly used, that is, we don't use capital letter for common names. The pronoun I is always capitalized, but other pronouns are not. For example, I'm going into the city today. Now let's practice, guys. Let's select the best option. Are you ready? Okay. Okay, which is capitalized correctly? Dr. Johnson, Mayor Tom, or Mrs. Monte? The second, Mayor Tom. Mrs. Dr. MBA, SMI, and the USA. They need to be capitalized because they are the title before a name. Which is correct? They are proper nouns or they are proper verbs. They are the title before a name. Which is correct? Frank is not British. Most Mexican food is spicy, or that food has got to be Italian. The third option. What is the correct capitalization of the following sentence? I want to go to the Grand Canyon in December. The first, second, or third option? Third option, that's correct. Okay, how many words in the following sentence should be capitalized? A few days ago, my mother told my father, I am taking Robert to Las Lajas, Chiriquí, next Friday. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and what else? Robert, 6. Yes, 6. Okay, 6. Very good. Now we have to look at the sequence, which is missing. The rabbit, right. Okay, now we have to uncover the secret. Do you remember the numbers? 7, what else? 9, 1, and 3. Let's see. Well, very good. Congratulations. You have accomplished all the challenges. Now, our last part, the assignment. This is called My Family Heritage. The instruction, you have to use this worksheet to tell more about your culture and traditions of your family. For example, languages my family and I speak. My favorite tradition, my favorite food to eat, clothes worn in my culture, holidays celebrated in my culture, and other interesting facts. So try to fill this activity and send it to your teacher. Next, our special thanks to the Magister Daira Creighton, who is the academic coordinator of the National Directorate of Foreign Language Teaching. Also, our special thanks to all the sponsors that made this lesson possible, guys. Now, guys, it's time for the quote of the day. I hold that a strongly marked personality can influence descendants for generations. Beatrice Potter. Let's read it together. I hold that a strongly marked personality can influence descendants for generations. Beatrice Potter. So guys, thank you for all your participation during this lesson. And I know that you were paying attention and taking notes, and you are ready now to send your assignment to your teacher. So thank you and goodbye. See you next week with this second part of this wonderful lesson. Goodbye.